What if the most profound wisdom lies beyond the realm of logic and reason? What if the heart, often seen merely as a pump for blood, is actually the center of intelligence, a true guiding force in our lives? Welcome to What If It's All a Game? Today, we delve into the fascinating concept of heart intelligence, exploring the profound wisdom that transcends conventional logic. As we embark on this exploration, we will examine key questions. What is heart intelligence? How does it differ from our traditional understanding of intelligence? And what implications does it hold for our understanding of consciousness, decision-making, and human relationships? Imagine for a moment that your heart is more than just a physical organ. It is a complex center of perception and understanding. This notion challenges the very foundation of how we have been taught to think about intelligence. For centuries, we have idolized the mind, revered logic, and celebrated rational thought. But what if true wisdom comes from a deeper source? What if the heart has a voice that we have yet to fully comprehend? Heart intelligence is often described as the ability to understand, interpret, and respond to emotions in ourselves and others. It encompasses empathy, intuition, and a rich emotional awareness that enables us to navigate the complexities of human relationships. Unlike cognitive intelligence, which is linear and analytical, heart intelligence operates on a more holistic level, integrating feelings and insights that arise from our experiences. Historically, the heart has been viewed as the seat of emotion. Ancient cultures revered it as the source of wisdom. The Egyptians believed that the heart was the center of the soul, and during the afterlife, it was weighed against a feather to determine a person's fate. Fast forward to today, and we find ourselves in an age where science is beginning to explore this ancient wisdom with fresh eyes. Research from the HeartMath Institute reveals that the heart generates an electromagnetic field that is significantly more powerful than that of the brain. This field extends several feet around our bodies and can influence the emotional states of those nearby. This suggests that our heart's intelligence is not just a personal experience. It has the potential to affect our environment and the people within it. Philosophers such as Rumi and Plato have expressed the idea that the heart is a source of knowledge that transcends logical reasoning. Rumi famously stated, "The heart has its reasons, of which reason knows nothing." This perspective invites us to consider that our emotional experiences can lead us to truths that elude our rational minds. But how do we cultivate this heart intelligence? One method is through mindfulness practices that encourage us to tune into our emotions and the sensations in our bodies. When we practice being present in the moment, we create space for our heart's wisdom to emerge. Techniques like deep breathing, meditation, and even journaling can help us connect with our feelings. Consider the concept of intuitive decision-making. Many people have experienced moments when they just knew the right choice to make, even if it didn't seem logical. This intuitive insight often originates in the heart rather than the mind. By learning to trust these feelings, we can enhance our ability to make choices that resonate with our true selves, leading to greater fulfillment and alignment in our lives. Yet this journey of understanding heart intelligence is not without its challenges. Society often pressures us to prioritize logic and rationality, dismissing emotional insights as inferior or irrelevant. This creates a dichotomy between the mind and the heart, leading to confusion and disconnection. What if we were to bridge this divide? What if we could integrate the analytical skills of the mind with the emotional wisdom of the heart? The synthesis of these two forms of intelligence could lead to a more balanced and enriched experience of life. Now let's explore the implications of heart intelligence on our relationships. Strong emotional connections are fundamental to our well-being. When we engage with others from a place of heart-centered awareness, we foster deeper connections based on empathy and understanding. This can transform our personal and professional relationships, leading to more harmonious interactions. However, the rise of digital communication has introduced challenges to cultivating these connections. The lack of face-to-face interactions can hinder our ability to perceive emotions fully. Our hearts communicate through subtle cues, facial expressions, tone of voice, and even body language, which are often lost in text-based communication. As we navigate this landscape, we must remain vigilant in our efforts to connect authentically with others. This means taking the time to listen actively, to engage with empathy, and to respond from a place of deep understanding. By doing so, we can foster relationships that are not just transactional but genuinely enriching. So, as we contemplate the essence of heart intelligence, we must also consider its broader implications for society. What would a world look like if we prioritized heart-centered wisdom in our decision-making processes, from personal choices to global policies? Imagine leaders who govern not just from a place of logic, but from a deep understanding of their constituents' emotional needs. Policies that promote compassion, empathy, and emotional wellness could pave the way for a more harmonious society. However, we must also address the counterarguments surrounding heart intelligence. Skeptics often argue that prioritizing emotional insights can lead to irrational decision-making and chaos. They emphasize the importance of logic and reason, especially in critical situations. While their concerns are valid, it is essential to recognize that heart intelligence does not negate the importance of logical reasoning. Instead, it complements it. The challenge lies in discerning when to rely on logic and when to embrace the emotional wisdom that the heart offers. Balancing these two forms of intelligence can empower us to make decisions that are not only rationally sound, but also emotionally fulfilling. As we draw closer to the conclusion of our exploration, let's reflect on the central questions we've raised. How can we embrace heart intelligence in our lives? In what ways can we foster deeper connections with ourselves and others? And perhaps most importantly, how can we create a world that honors both the mind and the heart? In closing, I invite you to ponder the following. If our understanding of reality is shaped by both logic and emotion, how does that redefine our perception of truth? Is it possible that the answers we seek lie not solely in rational thought, but in the intuitive understanding that emerges from our hearts? As you continue your journey of exploration and self-discovery, remember that the most profound insights often come from within. Trust your heart, listen to its wisdom, and let it guide you on your path. If you find yourself intrigued by these questions and the exploration of heart intelligence, consider subscribing to our channel. Join us in this mental adventure as we seek deeper understanding and challenge the status quo. What ideas resonated with you the most? We invite you to share your thoughts, theories, and questions in the comments below. If you believe that this exploration of heart intelligence could benefit others, consider sharing this video with friends who are on their own journeys of self-discovery. And don't forget to activate the notification bell to stay updated on our next thought-provoking episode. Remember, the most significant answers often lie behind the most challenging questions. Never stop questioning, and we look forward to embarking on our next mind-expanding journey together here at What If It's All a Game?